Okay, so I hit the record button so I can send this out on the remind for those who can't make the meeting, because unfortunately we do have some students that are sick. Hopefully, I don't know if it's the coronavirus or not, but yeah, some have mentioned that they are sick, so. Still admitting people. Okay, so I guess I'll get started and I'll just have to check in as people add themselves and admit them. So, gosh, I'm excited. I was a little like jittery while you guys were taking it. I was like, pero sí, estoy bien emocionada que sí lo hicieron. Y como he mencionado antes, si no pasaron, no pasa nada. El examen AP no tiene que ver con su calificación de Channel View. Es totalmente separada y tienen otras opciones. Uno es simplemente tomar el curso en la universidad, o otro es, hay otra compañía que se llama CLEP, y puedes tomar su examen si no quieres tomar el curso de español en la universidad. ¿Ok? Bueno, varias cosas o varias preguntas. So, unos dicen que el link no trabaja. A ver.
Hi, Jackie.
Lady, I like your hair. It looks cool. You got bangs?
Yeah. You look really pretty. Thank you. You guys want a room tour?
Yeah, I took the test because for what?
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get started. So let me just run through questions that I have that people have sent me on Remind, and then you can let me know if you have a question. So one of the questions was, after you guys recorded your voice and then it asked you to play it back, and then you press continue and it like shut off your app, that means you turned it in. So it's just weird the way they designed it, okay? Entonces, pues lo voy a decir en español. Pero algunos me preguntaron después de ver lo que grabaron, decían, like, chécalo o algo así. Y después, cuando dijiste continuar, cerró la app, y eso está bien. Eso quiere decir que lo entregaste y simplemente es como diseñaron a la app. Ok, muchos me preguntaron que no hicieron conclusión. Es difícil para mí contestar exactamente cómo lo van a calificar porque este año es diferente y pues los maestros que califican pues son humanos como cualquier otro, entonces ellos van a poder decidir por ellos mismos cómo te van a calificar. Pero yo diría que siento que van a tener compasión primero por eso de la coronavirus. La otra cosa es que lo que experimentan ustedes, yo creo que todos los estudiantes en todos Estados Unidos están experimentando lo mismo. Entonces, varios de ustedes, tengo 70 de ustedes que tomaron el examen. Si varios de ustedes de 70 me dijeron que no dijeron conclusión o el timer temporizador fue medio raro, me imagino que en los otros estudiantes han experimentado lo mismo. Entonces, cuando un maestro, pues al maestro le llega, vamos a decir, como 1000 grabaciones, ¿ok? Entonces, si, por ejemplo, si yo quiero calificar, yo me apliqué para calificar, pues va a decir, ok, Miss Cabrera, tú puedes calificar, te vamos a pagar esta cantidad. Tienes que calificar 1000 grabaciones de los estudiantes. Entonces, yo estoy pensando realmente si un maestro escucha 1000, y varios tienen el mismo problema, no creo que van a calificarles muy fuertemente, muy duramente, porque me imagino que muchos están experimentando la misma cosa. Pero si tuviera que adivinar, creo que a lo mejor si hicieron todo perfectamente, a lo mejor podría ser la diferencia entre 4 a 5. ¿Ok? Entonces, vamos a decir que hiciste todo perfecto, pues obviamente vas a sacar un 5, pero si te faltó la conclusión, depende del maestro, pero a lo mejor te daría un 4 en vez que 5. Pero igual 3, 4 y 5 recibe crédito universitario. ¿Ok? Entonces, ahorita les voy a mandar el link para aplicarse para tomar el Makeup Exam. Tienen que aplicarse primero para tomar el Makeup Exam y después te tienen que aprobar. Una cosa es que tienes que entregar esta petición dentro de 48 horas desde ahorita. Entonces, hasta 3 de la tarde del domingo tienes que para entregar el Makeup Exam. Makeup Exam técnicamente nomás es para razones técnicas. ¿Ok? Alguien se juntó. Entonces, si quieres retomar el examen, tienes que darles una razón técnica, como el Wi-Fi mío se cortó, hubo muchas distracciones en mi alrededor que fueran fuera de mi control. No sé, pero tiene que ser una razón técnica, no como que se me olvidó decir la conclusión. ¿Ok? Entonces, no digan eso o no les van a aprobar la oportunidad de tomar el Makeup Test. Otra cosa es que debes mirar, bueno, si vas a tomar varios exámenes AP y si quieres aplicarte para varios Makeup Tests AP, debes mirar el calendario, ¿ok? Porque ahorita con los exámenes normales, they spread out the AP exams. So there shouldn't have been too much of a coincidence. Pero con los Makeup Tests, reducieron el calendario, yo creo que nomás es en una semana, la primera semana de junio. Entonces hay varios exámenes que están dando el mismo día de los Makeup Tests. Por ejemplo, y así lo pueden, bueno, podría mandarles un link o simplemente pueden buscar en Google AP o College Board AP Makeup Exams. Nomás busca eso en Google y va a salir. Pero, por ejemplo, al mismo tiempo, el 4 de junio, en Spanish Language, este examen, Comparative Government and Politics. Y ese mismo día también World History, Macroeconomic Statistics, One French. Pero entonces, no sé, puede ver como un conflicto, pero no sé. Entonces, tienes que buscar. Nomás quiero que sean conscientes de eso. Pero sí, entonces, si vas a ese link, es que este link es para mí como maestra, pero a lo mejor si vayan a ese link como estudiante y hacen sign in en College Board, ahí hay una aplicación para pues pedir que les den otro e-ticket para el Makeup Test. Pero yo les voy a mandar, ahí en el video que les hice, el video muy largo de YouTube, mencionaron el link. Entonces voy a buscar eso, se los voy a mandar en Remind. Ok, esa fue otra pregunta. Entonces, solamente deben hacer Makeup Test si hubo un problema de tecnología. Ok. Yo diría, otros me preguntaron cómo lo van a calificar si hubo como silencio. No creo que lo van a calificar muy duro porque este examen fue medio raro este año. Entonces, si no dijiste algo por como unos 10 segundos y luego continuaste, yo creo que no pasa nada. Vamos a ver. Y otra persona me dijo que, bueno, eso es lo que quiero escuchar. Si a ti no te sirvió el link al principio y luego buscaste una solución, por favor, compártelo con el grupo, porque es posible que unos experimentaron problemas y luego el 4 de junio va a ser la última oportunidad. Después del 4 de junio ya no va a haber oportunidades. Otros me preguntaron cuándo van a salir las calificaciones. Dicen que después de 15 de julio. Después de 15 de julio, ¿ok? Entonces, si experimentaste un problema, por favor, compártelo con el grupo y si buscaste una solución, por favor, esa solución también para ayudarles a los que tienen que tomar el examen el 4 de junio. And you can speak in English or in Spanish, okay? Either, doesn't matter. But again, so June 4th is the last opportunity you have to take the exam if you are doing the makeup exam. And just what kind of worries me a little bit is because since I'm a teacher and I'm not a student, I can't see what you guys are seeing. It's hard for me to troubleshoot. So that's why I wanted to get you guys together as students so that maybe you can help each other, or if someone wants to talk about an issue they had, maybe someone else can say how it looked like for them because I can't see what it looks like. So does anyone want to share an issue that you had with the exam? You can unmute your microphone, please. Even if you found a solution to it, please share with the group so that we can learn from the issue. Or if you're shy, I guess text it to me.
I can say something.
Okay, cool.
My sister called me in the middle of it, even though I had my phone on Do Not Disturb. So, like, once I declined it, like, the voice operator paused on me. And, like, it wouldn't unpause, so I had to, like, start over from when I, like, went back to the link. And I clicked, like, start your exam. So I just basically had to start over again.
Okay, but it let you.
Yeah, it did let me.
Oh, that's good. Oh, yeah, some were saying the timer wasn't accurate. Again, I couldn't see how this works. So does anyone want to tell me? I'm assuming you guys are talking about the timer for the comparación cultural. How did that work?
It, like, added, like, 10 extra seconds, I think. Like, we had to record for, like, 2 minutes and, like, 10 seconds. Or that's how it, like, went for me. I don't know. It was weird.
I think that won't be a problem. Maybe they just gave those 10 seconds extra. So lots of languages are taking the same exam just in that language. So French is taking the same type exam, like they have to do a comparación cultural. German, there's like a bunch. There's like 5 different languages. So maybe after they saw how those exams went, they figured you guys needed an extra 10 seconds. But I don't think that that's going to be an issue. I think they just gave it to you guys for some reason. But I don't think you have to use it. I think if you did use it, it's not going to count against you.
Oh, but I think it gave us like 10 more seconds because we were talking in the middle of it.
What happens if you talk during those 10 seconds?
Yeah, because in the beginning they were like, la comparación cultural va a empezar. And then we get the beep. That's when they gave us 2 minutes.
I think it's okay. I hope that these teachers who grade you guys will be compassionate. Like if you finish and you're like, y eso fue mi comparación. Oh, shoot. You know, like I hope that they're humanly like just cool with it and like, you know, won't count you off if you like accidentally say something before clicking next.
I got confused at the end. I got confused with the comparación cultural one. Because it was, they told us, like, it talked for 22 seconds. They talked for 22 seconds. And then they were like, you had 2 minutes. And I was like, okay. So I was talking. And then, like, at the end, I wasn't looking at the timer. And then at the end, it cuts me off. And I was still, like, talking. And I was like, oh. But there was, like, still 22 seconds. So I think that's what got me confused. Because I didn't know they were going to talk at the end. I thought it was just going to be done. And that's it.
Oh, so they gave you instructions. And then the 2-minute, 10-second timer. And then they talked again?
Yeah. That's why I got confused. I was like, oh, okay.
Huh. Okay. Yeah, someone commented or some people mentioned that the time went fast. They had less time than expected. Like, se les acabó el tiempo. Yeah.
I didn't get the question of it, like, la comparación cultural. I didn't know what they were asking me. But I just went with it.
That's fine. Sometimes they said that like a whole group of students can be confused by the interpretation of a question. And so they're just going to have to go kind of with like the majority. Again, like I would say thousands, I don't think millions, but I think thousands of students are taking this exam. in the United States. So they're going to have to like hear a whole bunch of them first, kind of see where the majority lies. And actually another thing is they're going to base it off of how non-natives answer it. So because they don't want to punish the kids that don't grow up speaking Spanish based on how the Spanish speakers like usually are a little bit better. So they're going to listen to a whole bunch of non-native speakers answer first and then gauge how they're going to grade it. That's how it works. So I think you guys have a good shot.
We all got different prompts, right?
I don't know. I don't know. I would say don't maybe. Oh gosh, I'll mention to each other offline. Don't mention it to me because I don't want to get in trouble. Like I don't know, somehow they see this link.
Yeah, but I don't think we did. I'm pretty sure we did it.
Oh really?
Yeah.
And I would think the makeup exam, I'm almost positive they're going to make it different because they're like hardcore about not wanting people to cheat and stuff. So I'm sure the makeup exam is going to be different conversación and a different comparación cultural. I would think so.
Mm-hmm. I did good on the first one though, on the answering questions. Those are easy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, some were asking me, what about remember how we were practicing the responde like positivamente or negativamente? I think they scrapped that, so don't worry. You just answer naturally. You don't have to like affirm or like deny anything they're saying. You just
I answer negative.
Yeah, I think that's okay. Yeah, because it's all oral responses or oral instructions. So there was nothing that you guys could have read. Like it wouldn't have worked out since they didn't give you guys any written thing to look at.
Yeah, and the thing I forgot about that is to ask for information at the end. Because we're supposed to ask for more information about the stuff that they're talking about.
Did the question like allude to that, or you're just saying based on like how we practice in class?
Yeah, how we practice in class.
Maybe for this exam that might not be an issue. I think
how we practice in class and like the first questions were different. Because here we didn't have to look at it and say like no, sí, and then like answer. You know how like you told us like di que no y luego di pregunta más. Like we didn't have those types of things.
Yeah, so I think they're just going to grade you guys off of how you naturally answer and more just use of Spanish, because again, this exam was actually designed for kids who don't speak Spanish. So I think they're just going to grade your Spanish, from what I understand, because they weren't able to give you una hoja para mirar al mismo tiempo. That was not possible with the app. So I think it's just going to be how you guys answer it. It's not going to be like the old format.
Mm-hmm.
Any other questions?
Mm-hmm.
Let me look on my. I mean, that's the only thing I can think about. Well, one person had a really hard time with this. Well, a couple people told me like their links weren't working. That's where I wanted to hear more of when people were saying it wasn't working, like how did you get it to work? But I want to mention that one person told me on Remind that she had to take her phone off of Wi-Fi and then just start again. And then she said she also had to use Safari instead of Google Chrome, but then she was able to get the test to work. So I'm sorry. I mean, a lot of people were texting me like around right before 3 or even at 3, like my link's not working. I was like, I don't know. I mean, there's only so much I can do. I really don't know the answers to a lot of that, but maybe that will help someone who's doing the makeup test.
Mine didn't work either when I pressed on the link, like right here. It said, I sent you the screenshot. I don't know if you got it, but it was like telling me, it was like, what did it say? I don't know what it said, but it told me I couldn't get in.
So how did you get in eventually?
I pressed on the Google one, and I just went to Safari instead.
Oh, I see your shot. So there was an issue loading the page. Please refresh. So wait, what were you using? A different browser, and then you went to Chrome?
Yeah.
You were using Internet, I think, Explorer, right? And then you went to Chrome, and it worked on Chrome. That's weird because another girl said the opposite, that it didn't work on Chrome, but worked on Internet Explorer.
I know what I was using, but I used something else, and I just switched one of those things, and it let me.
Yeah, I'm wondering too if you guys had more issues if you clicked on it through the email versus clicking on it through your College Board account. And
But
then,
it doesn't let you go to the College Board account. Oh wait, never mind. Never mind. I didn't try that. No, nothing.
oh, you went to your email?
Yeah. I thought you were talking about the app.
Uh-huh. And then another person was telling me that it was telling them to download the app, but they already had the app downloaded. And so, yeah.
Yeah, that was me.
Who?
It was asking me to download the app again, and I was like I had it download, but it told me that I had to download it. It didn't because I pressed on download the app, and then I pressed it, and then it said get instead of open. It said get, and like I already had the app, but it told me get, and I was like, no, like I already have it, but I don't know. And then it just like I waited to the time to go to like 1 minute, and then I was waiting, and then it just gave me the option to start the exam.
That's weird. Okay, so good to know if anyone has to do the makeup exam. So if it's telling you to download the app, even though you already have it, maybe wait until the time of the exam, and it might magically work, because that's what worked for another student. Yeah, that's tricky. That's another thing too, is when you see your e-ticket and there's like a yellow button, some could click to the app, some had to wait till the actual time. And the makeup test, by the way, is a different time. It's not gonna be 3 o'clock. It's 1. It's 1 o'clock on June 4th, which is actually my birthday. It's kind of funny, but I won't forget that date. And then another student, I don't know if she's on, she said that it was stuck on the instructions. So she clicked her e-ticket, it took her to the app, and then it just got stuck on the instructions, and the instructions didn't play. So that's another one. I don't know. That's tricky. I don't really know the solution to that, but maybe it's Wi-Fi, or maybe a lot of people are saying browsers. I mean, maybe it's an issue of you're using Internet Explorer or Chrome or whatever other browser you have on your phone, but that's tricky. So, did y'all's microphones on your phones pick up your voices okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, clear. Good. I was hoping no one would have any issues with that, or like headphones, because they said you can only use headphones if it has a microphone attached to it, not just normal headphones. So hoping that was okay. So, there's another thing I want to mention to you guys. So I already sent a list of all of 70 of you who signed up to take the AP test to the school to get your cords. So if you're a senior, right now, graduation, the last I heard from Mr. Laird is that graduation is scheduled, I think, August 8th or something. But then I heard through the grapevine, just like a rumor, it could be even earlier. So the school, Channelview, is trying to work out an in-person graduation as much as possible. But with the coronavirus and everything, they want to, I guess, limit contact. So I guess like someone's going to have all the senior cords, maybe Mr. Smith. And then I guess you would go to Mr. Smith and ask him like which cords you're supposed to have, and he'll have a list, at least of the Spanish 4 students. If you're not a senior, then you can get it next year. So I am not going to be here next year, not going to be at Channelview. Okay.
Not?
Are we? I know. Yeah, I live really, really, really far away. And it was just time. I've been at Channelview for 7 years, and basically my husband was like, "O te cambias o te quedas en la casa," and I was like, "En la casa, yo no." So I applied for other jobs, and I got a job at Spring Branch, which is a lot closer to my house. So yeah, I won't be there next year. I'm sorry. But you can ask if you're not a senior, you can ask for your cord from Ms. Lopez. So Ms. Lopez is the semi-older Spanish teacher that's in room 138, and she has glasses, and yeah, she's next to Rodarte a little bit, you know.
What's the next thing that we have to take after Spanish 4?
There's Spanish 5 if you guys are interested in it. Miss Lopez actually teaches it. So it's literature. Is different. So how I kind of explain Spanish 4 is like adult Spanish. You guys were reading newspapers, radio spots you're listening to, you know, statistics, articles, argumenting, blah, blah, blah. It's like supposed to be professional or adult Spanish. Spanish 5 is literature. So kind of like an English literature class is the same, it's classic literature. So it's pieces as early as the 1600s all the way up to like 1950s. So you read, I think, about 38 different obras, they're called. So an obra can be a poem, a short story, a play, or with an essay. That's the 4th one. And yeah, you just like learn about themes and literary terms, you know, like metaphor is a really easy literary term, but you learn a little bit more complicated ones, and you basically just have to like discuss it in form of an essay, different things. So there on that AP exam, there's 4 essays, although this year with COVID, they only had to do 2. But they just tell you a thing to discuss, like discuss the time period in this one. If it's like a medieval piece of literature, or discuss like feminism in this piece of literature, or discuss how this author uses real like magic. There's like a term, but anyways, so yeah, that's what Spanish 5 is about.
Did they say anything about going back to school next year?
No, it's all rumors right now. It's all rumors. I've even asked, you know, Mr. Laird and LaBouche, and they don't know. But I think a lot of schools, from what I've heard, are waiting till July. And
yeah, some schools are saying that they're gonna have some students go on night school or some students go on morning school or something like that. But I don't think that's true.
Yeah, I think right now it's just all speculation. But there's an association of teachers called TEA, so they came out with recommendations for the state of Texas, 2 different associations. And so now at that point, what I'm guessing, what normally happens is like the major cities make decisions, like Dallas, Houston, San Antonio, Austin, and major cities in the United States, New York, Los Angeles, Miami, and then everyone else kind of follows. And I think they're just waiting till July to really see, like, do the numbers go up or down? And then, you know, major cities will make decisions, and then states will make decisions based on their own coronavirus numbers. And then we'll just see from there.
Yeah.
But
hopefully I get to graduate.
Yeah, I hope so too.
For everybody.
Yes. Yeah. At the new school I'm gonna teach at, they don't do Google Classroom, so I'm kind of like, I'm gonna learn all that. But anyways, we'll see. So yeah, so definitely look for those cords either at graduation or with Ms. Lopez, and then you should also get your AP score July 15th. Like I mentioned, if you failed it, it's not the end of the world. No hay razón para cortarse las venas, ni nada de eso. It's just college credit, and then College Board is not the only company that can give you college credit. There's another company called CLEP. I mean, it would be another exam, but if you really want college credit via exam, like there's another option out there. Let's see, what else? And then, yeah, I mean, there's some place on your profile that you need to fill out before June, I think like 20th, if you want it directly sent to a college. Otherwise, if you wait till after that, I mentioned in the video, I think you have to pay like $15 per score that you send to a college. So like, let's say you don't decide on where you're going to go till later, or maybe, I don't know, you go somewhere one year and you need to get sent, you would just then contact College Board and say, I need my grade sent to this college, and then they would charge you $15 per grade.
But first we actually have to get the credit, right?
Well, that's a tricky one. I remember thinking this as a student. It's tricky. I'll just say it since we're on the Zoom call. Because I was like, well, wait a second. I don't want them to send it to them if I fail. So I had the same decision when I was like y'all's age. Like, I don't know about this. So I guess you just have to, but they're on purpose are making you guys decide before the grades even come out, or they're going to charge you $15. So it's just up to you. And I think it might be all your AP scores. So that's just up to you. Like if you're pretty confident that and you want it for free, then and you are for sure which college you're going to, then put the college. If not, then maybe just wait and pay the $15, which I mean, maybe it's not too much at the end of the day if you want to wait and see what your scores are going to be. And then at that point, you would be able to choose which scores. But I think when I was in high school, I think I waited, to be honest with you guys, because I wasn't sure how it would all turn out. Because I took 3 different AP tests. Any other questions? No? All right. Well, it's been a good year, guys.
Bye, man.
I love you. Los quiero mucho.
Bye.
Bye. See ya.
Good, next year.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, if you guys want to stay in touch, I mean, I'm an old lady on Facebook. And did I open up an Instagram? Well, I mean, I'm on Instagram. I was going to open up a separate teacher one, but I mean, I'm on Instagram. You can just follow me. I don't really put interesting stuff. It's just like me and my kid. Nothing more than that. So yeah, you guys know my name. It's on your report card. You can just look me up. Okay. Bye. Best of luck in all your future endeavors, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.